Okay, so today's topic is on the ATST, or in long term, you would be calling it the Imperial All-Terrain Scout Transport Walker. Now, the technical readout in this book says that the size of the ATST is 8.6 meters tall. The maximum speed it has is 90 kilometers per hour, which is pretty fast, much faster than any of the tanks. Primary manufacturer of this walker is the Imperial Department of Military Research, and the affiliation, of course, is with the Galactic Empire. So, let's talk about its armaments. It has one light blaster cannon, a concussion grenade launcher, twin blaster cannons, drive engine, sensor pod, armor plate, and a hatch. Now, the ATST's entry hatch is meant to be inaccessible to enemy forces, but Chewbacca and his Ewok allies on the Battle of Endor managed to reach the hatch by using the tall trees, of course, to jump on there to descend onto the vehicle from above, open the thing, and take out the pilots of the walker, so that they may use the ATST for their own benefit. And it worked out until they were captured. And then Ewoks came in and beat them all. We all remember the Battle of Endor. I'll be talking about the Battle of Endor in one of my future videos. So, let's get to the ATST. The ATST is designed to fill a valuable role as a support and reconnaissance vehicle. The All-Terrain Scout Transport, ATST for short, is a highly mobile, two-legged walker capable of going head-to-head with many Rebel ground vehicles. Fast, maneuverable, and precise, the ATST is valued by Imperial tacticians for its ability to make swift attacks against ground troops and repulsor lift vehicles. There are also excellent patrol vehicles, and were used during the Battle of Hoth and the Battle of Endor. The ATST is the descendant of the Old Republic's ATPT, and the two vehicles are remarkably similar. Like the ATPT, the ATST's design consists of a pair of flexible legs and an armored command module. The ATST's legs are longer and thinner than the ATPT's limbs, making the Scout Walker faster but more unstable than its predecessor. The ATST can reach speeds of 90 kilometers per hour across open ground. A single drive system powers the legs, while the advanced gyro system provides balance. To improve upon the ATPT, Imperial engineers positioned the ATST's armored command module atop the legs, allowing this head to rotate nearly 240 degrees. The command module carries both a pilot and gunner, who use viewports and a 360-degree holographic targeting system to navigate a battlefield. The cockpit is accessed via a small hatch atop the command module, as said earlier. The ATST's mission profile includes reconnaissance, perimeter defense, and support for troops and AT-ATs. It performs these duties with the aid of chin-mounted thin blaster cannons with a range of 2 kilometers, twin light blasters, and a concussion grenade launcher provide additional firepower for close quarters combat. During invasions, the ATST's clawed feet can also be used to cut through fences and defensive structures. Now that's pretty dangerous. The ATST's design isn't without flaws. The vehicle's gyro system, located beneath the command module, is easily damaged. Unlike the ATPT for the much later MT-AT, the ATST is not well suited for steep terrain, because it can become caught in pits or crevices. It can also be hindered by defense foliage. After the Battle of Hoth, Rebel tacticians learned to foil ATSTs by using hidden trenches to trap the vehicles. Once an ATST was immobilized, Alliance sharpshooters could destroy the gyro system with a well-placed rifle shot, toppling the Scout Walker. The first ATSTs appeared during the Clone Wars. The original prototype was known as the AT-XT, All-Terrain Experimental Transport. But the Old Republic embraced the vehicle, and, after slight modifications, it became known as the AT-ST. The AT-ST has inspired a few variants. A 10-meter tall version of the AT-ST known as the Assault Walker, or AT-ST/AS, a lowercase s on the /AS part, sports a single heavy blaster cannon beneath its command module, along with a more advanced and better protected gyro balance system and reinforced leg braces to prevent collapse. Here's an excerpt from the Imperial AT-ST manual updated shortly after the Battle of Endor. ATSTs will no longer be deployed on planets with an abundance of trees or other known obstacles such as rock-wielding primitives. That's funny, considering that the Ewoks are experienced in climbing trees and were able to jump on top of the ATSTs and open their hatch and throw out the gunner and the pilot. So, that's it for today's Vehicles and Vessels book part for the ATST. Subscribe if you want to see more. Like if you liked it, of course. And I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.